this is Angie and Chris from Canterbury Trails Farm, and we are hauling away the old walls in our house.
And there were a lot of them.
So I'm going to give you a little taste of what we've been doing today in the 97-degree heat. Here we go. Okay, Chris is unfortunately having to do the heavy work, the bigger pieces of the wall. We have our...
This was all full of wall paneling. We took everything out of the entire house and pulled off. It was really brittle old wood paneling from probably the 70s, maybe the 60s. The house was built in 1952, but we had this full of old wood paneling, so we're just pulling it out and hauling it off to the landfill.
I'll take them inside and show them the walls real quick.
Okay.
All right. We have the walls taken off in the living room. Part of the ceiling that came down. So we're going to have to replace that, obviously. But this was a stroke of luck because it showed us how sturdy the ceiling joists were, and that there was some insulation up in the attic, but that's all going to be removed. We're going to remove all of this insulation and replace it. You can see that we've been working since October to take all the walls out, and we've had it rewired. Sorry, I'm going back in the master bedroom here. It's a little dark. So here is the master, and we have all the walls out of here. Kind of let some light in here. You can see into the next room. So the walls are out of here. The bathroom, which will be obviously having to do a major overhaul. Here we have what will be Chris's room someday, his bookcase and all his books. We had all our pipes freeze during the winter, and we already knew that this water heater was like from 1981 and is completely rusted out. So the entire water heater and piping and everything is going to have to be gutted. We keep trying to do patch jobs on the pipes just so we could flush the toilet or get some water, but that has been a fail. So we've been, every time we come up here, we've been carting about 30 gallons or more of water with us. There's our shiny new electric box we just had done last week. So our goal right now is to pay that off. And while we're paying that off, we will be taking all this insulation out and replacing it slowly but surely. And then we'll start the drywall. We've got baby trees planted. They're all doing well. Take you out and show you the baby trees. Planted them about a month ago, and they're doing really good already. We have elderberry and a peach, and I think that was the plum. This is the peach. We've got a cherry. It's doing really good. We've got 3 different kinds of apples. You can see that the yard area is like a rectangle around here. Then of course I've got grapes in the arbor in the middle. Under the clothesline, I don't know what was going on there, but it was easier to leave the grapes where they were because this is some old hay bale kind of wire thing, and they have sunk it all the way in the ground like probably 50 years ago. So it's going to be easier to actually fix or dig up or add a new post for the T-post for the clothesline than it is going to be to get the grapes out. So the grapes have just stayed. We've got a massive pear tree that is probably at least the age of the house, which would be 51. So at least that old. Massive. It has some blight on it, but it is producing just a crazy amount of pears. So many pears that I am afraid to even trim anything off of it. But I probably will trim some of these dead, like I think it's fire blight we got on here. It's a common problem on fruit trees in Texas. I might come trim a little bit of those off, but I really don't even want to mess with this tree. It has so many pears on it. It's just crazy. Just crazy how many pears I'm going to get off this tree. So the canter's going to be running. As you can see, it needs mowed, but we were totally unsuccessful with loading our mower into the truck. It would not start, so that's a whole nother fun time. This building out here will eventually be our daughter Anna's house. We hope to make it match our White House. It will be her little house someday because she will be living with us for her entire life. So that's what the little tour there of part of it. It didn't take you up to the blackberries and the comfrey where the pig pen and the goat pen and the chicken coop and all that will be. We'll do that some other day. There's Chris still loading the truck.
Cancel my gym membership.
Yeah, we don't need it. I imagine probably by the time we're done with this, we're going to be the fittest retirees known to man. So there's our little mini tour. Here's our nice, cool little 50s swing that still works pretty good as long as you're under 100 pounds. And you see all our great big trees. It's really a really well laid out lot, flat land. We're really pleased with it. We're going to have a garden right in this area here. Will be a big land garden. We'll have one in the front. We'll have raised beds. We have all the fruit trees. We'll have the chicken coop, the goat pen, which we hope to have a barn there, and a pig pen out in the front, which we'll do that in a different day. So this has been Chris and Angie from Canterbury.